Hello guys, it's your Astro Girl Vian here, and today I want to talk about the Mercury Retrograde that has been pre-shadowing us for a few weeks now and finally started retrograding on April 1st, which funny enough, right, ironically, April Fool's Day, right, and Mercury is known as a trickster sign, so we might experience some notorious themes with this Mercury Retrograde, like mix-ups and delays. It could also bring up topics from the past, very nostalgic feelings, and it also fills us up with lessons. But this time doesn't have to be disastrous, right? It could also provide us with some new beginnings and a whole lot of patience. And yes, while this Mercury retrograde will be in Aries, it is known for being a fearless sign. So it might be tough for us to slow down and actually adhere to the Mercury retrograde. And it's also coming with a total solar eclipse happening on April 8th. So it's better to trust the universe at this time and allow it to guide us, allow it to flow, and let everything unfold naturally at this time. Advisement for the Mercury retrograde is that it might disrupt your communication or your plans. So it's better to be direct and honest at this time. Cut the bullshit, but don't respond aggressively. Instead, it's a better time to use this Pisces energy that's flowing around us and just be more compassionate, be more kind, be more empathetic, not just to yourself, but to others, right? It's also advised to avoid signing any contracts, negotiations, housing plans, or starting any new projects, right? This is not the good time to be making mistakes or things that you might have to double check. So make sure to stay patient and, like I said, double check your work. But if you are following the rules of the Mercury retrograde, then this should be a smooth time for you. So as long as you got a lawyer checking the terms and agreements, what does it matter, right? What to expect during a Mercury retrograde is a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of tech glitches, right? Especially during work hours, you might experience Wi-Fi or servers having issues. You could also be revisiting the past, which means your exes might be coming up. This is a time to reflect and reconnect with old ideas or people. So some family members that you might be having issues with, or just in general family members that you haven't spoken to in a while, co-workers that you haven't catched up with, or friends that have long ago been lost in the wind, or like I said, an ex-lover, right? Some other examples that you might be experiencing during this Mercury retrograde will be like delays in receiving important emails or text messages. It's really important to double check your plane tickets if you have any trips happening at this time. Make sure that you have 2 alarms instead of just 1. Make sure that you're double checking any appointments or any appointment times or locations that may be changing, or that your doctor might be at a different location. Like I said, an old flame or lover might resurface at this time, so that could lead to unexpected encounters or emotions. This does not mean get back together with your ex. It just means try to figure out why it ended, what's going on, what's happening, how do you feel, how have you changed, who are you now, right? We also might be experiencing missed appointments or scheduling mishaps. So you could go to your doctor and it could be like an issue, or sorry, we didn't have you set up for today, which can cause a lot of confusion, a lot of forgetfulness, especially if you're getting older. You start to wonder if it's you. It's just the energy happening at this time. It's just the influence. It's Mercury retrograde, right? So let's use this Mercury retrograde for an inner reflection. So instead of making big decisions, it's time to reflect on our current situation, what's going on with us, right? It's better to wait until this Mercury retrograde goes direct before moving forward with any new plans, any new decisions, any investments. Okay, Mercury is also going to be aligned with Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So this is a really good time to practice non-violent communication, right? This aspect will put into the spotlight your feelings, your thoughts. It's a really good time to face any old pains or wounds, any fears or insecurities. This is a really good time to speak up with that Aries energy and be more confident in yourself. Let your ego shine, but not a little bit too much. Don't be too prideful. This is a really good time to use this energy to grow and heal and just become stronger. Embrace your power. Use those deep conversations and have some tough moments in your life, open up. This is the best time to become the better version of yourself, to become the best version of you. And I'm sending you a virtual hug because it's really difficult sometimes, especially when we have those imposter syndromes or we have identity issues and we're like kind of trying to figure out who we are, especially if you're like me in your 20s trying to figure out this whole COVID pandemic time frame, right? Metro Mercury retrograde is definitely going to aspect a couple other planets. I'm sorry, tongue twist. But it's going but I will be going deeper on this on Instagram if you guys would like more information. I'm also going to be talking about what's going to be impacting you for the month of April for all of the zodiac signs. So definitely follow me on Astro Girl Vian if you would just like more information on this, and just more information also on the North Node and the South Node, since we are going to have a solar eclipse on April 8th that I would love to talk more about. I also wanted to talk about the last quarter moon in Capricorn that happened yesterday at 11:15 p.m. Eastern time, right? So this means that we might be feeling the transit still. I wanted to talk about it because I'm definitely still feeling the last quarter moon transit in Capricorn, right? So at this time, it's going to be making us more focused on our goals and our responsibilities and just a lot more disciplined. It could make us feel more serious and realistic. So kind of pay attention to what you are becoming more disciplined in, right? You're wanting to tackle more tasks, more projects, put more effort in your life. Where are you feeling more determined and ambition? And just kind of reflect, is this a good time for you to focus on your long-term plans and future aspirations? You could be questioning where you're headed next or where your relationships are going, and whether this is a good time for you in your professional businesses, partnerships, or romantic conquests, right? So like I said, we have a Mercury retrograde in Aries. My name is Bianca. This is Astro Girl Vian. Follow me. Thank you. Bye.